Hi everyone, I'm Campster.
I'm Rutskarn.
I'm not Camster, and he's
God damn it!
Rutskarn.
You don't let me set an order 1 week, 1 week, and we go right off the rails.
So
Shambolic.
we're playing the most Christmas game we could find, Dead Rising 4.
Unfortunately,
It's so. Here's a question: why is he having a dream of the mall that he's never been to before? Like, this is the reinvented version of the mall from the new game, I
huh?
think.
I don't know. I would
I've
expect a
always
dream
been,
like this to be set in like high school.
I've always been interested by the kind of like inconstant and yet weirdly consistent tone of Dead Rising, where it's like it's clearly not taking itself seriously per se, but certain aspects of the world are very literal and po-faced, and certain aspects aren't. I'm trying to think of an example.
I am Thor. Haha.
It's just like how scrupulously, like, the Dead Rising attempts to model the layout of an actual mall versus, like, how ridiculous some aspects of the world are. Like, some characters, like Frank West looks like a real photojournalist dude, and then, like, you meet an evil villainess who's got, like, her top half of her body spilling out of her top half of her outfit, and who, like, swaggers around and speaks like a villain in a JRPG.
I
I think
some of
the
that's.
mall
Oh, go ahead,
layout
Josh.
was the big like driving factor of the first game because it came out at a time when video game levels were still kind of janky when it came to like replicating real spaces. That's less of the case now, but at the time, that was a really cool feature of it.
All right, can the demo reel. I've seen enough.
And we've got a thing here
But
where
I
it's
do
like
think it's an
trying to build tension by like having these like flashback moments roll over, but all of this story is like really silly, despite like the dramatic music.
And like it's and like you know you have Thor's hammer kind of nonsense, and like you can make a lightsaber.
Like this
Right
is
now
a
I
dream
have a
sequence,
sledgehammer
but to
with
be
2 grenades
clear,
on it.
like this is a dream sequence, but
Huh. That ghost turned into a zombie. Zombie ghosts, leave this place.
Oh, Midnight Golf, the least Christmassy part of this game. This is just 2 people literally breaking into a military base at night, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
You know, Dead Rising, that game that needed stealth sections. I'm not joking.
We hear that Metal Gear Solid isn't a thing anymore, so we're gonna fill that void.
In the neck.
In the neck?
I tripped.
I don't know why the audio is off.
In the neck?
Oh, I'm listening to the audio. That's why. I just haven't cared until the cutscene.
Yes.
Ignore me.
Oh, screw you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and
I'm
a
gonna
back.
skip this cutscene.
Okay.
I often found skipping cutscenes to be a good idea in Dead Rising.
This is okay. That's also true, but we're not even to the Christmassy bit yet, and we're doing this for the holidays. We're not doing this as a real spoiler warning. So what the heck? They're
This
breaking
is
into a
fake
military base.
spoiler warning. This is a spoiler warning dream sequence.
Some ground rules. This is my story now.
What?
You are here to learn.
Remember 2 minutes ago, this was my story.
You are here to watch and learn how a real investigative journalist does his shit in the field.
Remember when Frank West didn't have generic white dude voice?
Your source said.
Yeah, when he sounded like kind of weird.
Which means
When he
I like this
when he
better.
sounded like
Yeah.
kind of a geek.
that happens.
My VR headset just turned on again, BTW. So,
Yay! One of your light boxes isn't on.
yeah, I know, it literally isn't, so...
Okay? All right.
Just so
This
now
game
you
don't
know,
have
Josh,
VR
that does in
support.
fact happen.
Huh, that's weird.
Come on, just do it.
No, I can't.
Too cool for school, huh? I see.
Like, I like that they took him in... They're clearly going for, like, a Ash versus Evil Dead, Stand Against Evil, aging, middle-aged dude who's kind of out of touch, but is still an arrogant prick thing. And it's not a great direction, but it's a direction for Frank versus the generic character he was in the first game. Because he was...
Yeah.
weird. I mean, remember, they made fun of the writing in the first game, where it's all like, I've covered wars!
I'll check it. You keep an eye
But here you are breaking into a military base.
You got it.
Well, I've covered that too now.
Found it. Now what?
I guess I'd sort of assumed that I've covered wars, you know, was always supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, was it not? I played Dead Rising 2.
Dead Rising 1 was a very Japanese game, and I think it was just awkward. But this game actually turns the idea on its head, because Frank uses that line a lot whenever he wants to impress people, and he never goes into specifics, and it's implied he's never covered wars. He's a lying asshole who just says, I've covered wars. And they're like, what wars? And he's like, you know, the wars. Because he's a jerk who just wants to self-aggrandize. It's a cool way to turn a bad line into, like...
Wasn't he actually involved in, like, a huge zombie thing?
Fucking Frank
I mean,
West with
yeah.
the stealth takedowns, man.
No, that is just the first bit of terrible game design. This game has got problems.
Look, can you just calm down a bit?
Also, I love how daintily he walks down the stairs in stealth mode. Tippy-toe, tippy-toe.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm just getting
Frolicking
I'm getting
about
this
in a
creeping
military
realization.
base.
Is this by any chance a Dead Rising game where you fight human enemies, mostly?
I
I mean, I know that...
Not mostly, but very often, yes.
Done this before, you know.
Okay, because Dead Rising had human bosses, like in Dead Rising 2. And that was a thing, but...
That's always been a thing, is the human bosses.
Yeah. Haha, you took a bad
Wait, are there
photograph.
terrorists inside this military base? What?
Oh my god, what the fuck are we playing?
It's like you took Dead Rising and then took it way too seriously.
Is Soap gonna show up and we're gonna like stop the Russians from nuking New York?
Alright,
Like-
better switch to night vision so you can do stealth takedowns of terrorists in this military base. Frank West, you zombie-killing madman.
You laugh, but it really is kind of that bad at points in this game.
Frank! It's a zombie!
No shit!
Frank, it's a zombie!
My therapist says it's an ongoing process.
I hope that line was supposed to be that bad.
Well, he does say no shit, but... I don't know, why did she say that line? Are they trying to characterize her as just incredibly dim-witted? I haven't played the beginning of this game.
Open all the cells!
Why am I not surprised?
We'll do them one at a time. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready-ish.
Releasing population 7A.
Shit.
So this takes place after Dead Rising 1, correct?
This takes place like decades after Dead Rising 1,
Yeah,
as I
I
understand it.
figured.
Yeah. 15 years.
Population 7B.
Hey, warn a guy!
I did!
Ah!
Frank West,
Great
frustrated.
subtitles we got here.
What the... Is this like a slow-mo takedown mode?
Yeah, you gain power moves, and sometimes they're helpful, and sometimes they're just stupid, like that.
Take a look in there!
Okay. Yeah, because that didn't really seem to help you out much.
I'm glad we've got the Dragon Age blood mechanics.
Oh, complete with magical, invisible Calgon.
Ooh, I can work with this.
Alright, last set.
This game really wants you to play it in VR mode, Chris.
Hold your horses!
Is it doing it again? Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna kill Steam.
You should really unplug your headset.
So how does that work, VR mode? Is it first person?
No, it's
No, this game doesn't have V. It's on the Xbox One.
Oh.
it's literally Steam. It's the thing I was talking about on the diecast.
There's a portion of the diecast where I was insensible. That's most of the diecast, actually, but...
This game gets dark, and I don't mean like thematically. I mean, there are parts that are just hard to see.
It's pretty,
This
it's
for
pretty
PS4,
forgiving
I
with this
make a
combo,
joke
I have to
about
say.
them showing off all the true blacks on the PS4 Pro HDR, but it's not that, so...
I don't know if you could really honestly say that was a 54-hit combo, unless it's just measuring, like, hits in between you getting hit. Like, what's the metric for determining how long the streak goes?
I'm coming down.
That little red timer, as that timer drips down, it gets down to 0.
That was a really forgiving timer.
You actually can get upgrades that make it more forgiving.
I forgive you.
Oh, well, that's nice. So I've never actually played a Dead Rising game myself.
They're
As I
usually
understand
better
it,
than this.
the most interesting stuff about the combat in Dead Rising has always been that like large crowds of zombies have mass.
Bingo.
And you can
yeah,
play
that's
with
true.
like pushing them around over each other, and this is not doing that at all. This is just, hey, beat them up.
How is it that that conversation, where both of them espouse differing viewpoints, made me hate both of them equally?
I think this equipment is for stimulating changes in the brain.
What, are you a med student too?
Nah. I just read a lot of sci-fi.
It's like, Vic was the one...
Frank F.
Nice photo, dipshit.
It looks like they've been off.
Shut up.
There's already a vaccine for zombieism.
It's like Vic was not, like, respecting the fact that you just got out of fighting for your life, and Frank was not respecting the fact that, you know,
Suppress the zombieism if you can.
Yeah, but
she
everyone's
might
immune
not
to
be
the
as
parasite.
callous as he is. And they both came off as
Get these
joiks.
zombies.
Look, we don't need all the answers, just enough to
Oh, so this is a post-zombie world, like, proper now, where everybody's immune to zombie stuff.
Turn on your
God, yeah, it is.
My what now?
Oh, I added a bunch of view filters to your camera. So after the prerequisite amount of old man grumbling, give it a try.
Oh man, I can't wait until we go into
Night
Outlast
vision!
mode.
Oh, I mean, I can take a selfie right now if I wanted to.
I'm looking.
I'm pretty sure you can't take selfies in
Haven't
Outlast.
you heard of flashlights? Oh my god.
All right, where is the thing I need
It'd
to
be
take
funny
photos
if
of?
like somebody edited the game's code so that it sneakily awards F ratings to all selfies.
This is some kind of surveillance room.
I don't actually have a problem with selfies. I don't understand why there's so much anger towards them, but
Physically, she's symptom-free now.
it's like people play about selfies, but then they secretly wish they had more pictures of themselves. So
We're not improving the treatment, we're perfecting it.
What the client is expecting.
I'm loving the surveillance room giving you all these cinematic camera angles
Now the progress you see is.
If you can't meet the deadline, doctor,
and has
you'll be
sound.
replaced. Put this one with the others.
You'll be replaced.
you know it's weird, but there is something about like just seeing one general character like talking to a scientist character,
But what for?
and incidentally both of these characters are women. That was actually like kind of surprising for a AAA video game.
We're gonna stop these assholes, right?
Whoa, whoa.
And like it's not that there's oh my god there's two women on the screen, but that like one of them's kind of like an older hard ass general and the other's kind of like a nervous flighty frumpy scientist.
Something you want to say?
And
Yeah.
like yeah, I don't know, that actually felt that was actually sort of a change.
What the hell are you looking at?
It's the
Oh.
spectral mode. It's the detective mode. So the camera has night vision, and then it also has
Right.
a spectrum analyzer, which lets me look for detective clues, and I accidentally triggered a cutscene.
That's their door unlocking mechanic, where you have to point the camera at the door and see what.
No, it literally is.
buttons
That's
on
all
the
it is used
keypad
for.
Were there, but then you don't actually have to like press the keypad. You just open it.
I've never seen a zombie freak out like this before.
Look at her. She's suffering.
Oh no,
The only way forward
they're
is through
making
this chamber.
fast
Oh, no.
zombies.
Do you have a moral choice to make?
No, they actually are making fast zombies. That's a thing.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Like this is just the most creatively bankrupt game in the franchise.
My God, Frank, she's suffering. Interesting.
So let's burn her to death.
Well, she's still in there.
She's suffering, but by burning her to death, we have fixed that.
No one?
Holy shit, Frank. This is...
You,
That is unfair.
See, but I like that. I like that he's like an irredeemable rascal.
I also kind of like it, but to be honest, like having to listen to an entire speech from Vic every time we say something like terrible is kind of wearing the joke thin.
She'll go away soon, and then it'll just be him snarking.
Well, I want there to be somebody for like to react to him, but it could honestly just be like, or really, or Jesus Christ.
Try your spectrum analyzer.
Or after a point, it could even just be him going, what? Why?
Cloning people. Manufacturing fodder for zombie research. Experimenting on them, imprisoning them.
Vic, this story's gonna win us every award on the planet, so please.
So
please, just
they
stay focused
invented
long enough for
human
us to get out.
cloning so they could turn the human clones into zombies. And then
Yes.
experiment on zombies. What the
Yes.
Someone crying.
Vic, we have what we need. Let's go now.
That's like inventing faster than light travel so you
What are
can
you
deliver
doing?
pizzas really fast.
Oh no, cutscene.
This is thankfully almost the end of the tutorial, and we can move on to the actual Christmas bits of this Christmas game.
Yeah!
Oh, so did we start a new game?
Christmas!
I actually thought we were picking up with your save. I guess I'm
No,
wrong.
this is all the tutorial stuff in the beginning of the game. We're not in an open world. This is a really contained linear thing. The game itself is way more linear than it used to be, but
Stay calm, Vic. That's what I said. Stay fucking calm. Now you put us both in danger.
Is she gonna let out all the zombies?
Leave her?
Stay fucking calm, that's what I said. They put us in danger. I can't believe you. Oh my god.
Stupid pictures!
I'm a reporter, Vic. That's what I do. I report. And if you can't do the same, if you can't take yourself out of the picture, then you should get the hell out of here.
said the guy who made a selfie.
Go, go, go.
This is the guy who just took a selfie. I really want to see a reporter who
Go,
just takes
Vic!
selfies of
I'm gonna run
everything
the
he
other
reports
direction
on.
so you can distract them and I can get away.
Just like war crimes, selfie. Boat sinks, selfie. Oil spills, selfie. Just like him in cabana sunglasses beaming with...
Why do they have blueprints of your stupid, like, magical, improvised weapons?
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Oh my god. See, like, you can't take this game seriously. Like,
No, it's a comedy.
you can't take the world of this game seriously when it has like a sledgehammer with grenades on it. And like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a comedy game. So it's just when it like tries to be not a comedy game that it like. Oh, okay, it's like this.
It has
Yeah.
tone problems.
Yeah, like things that are goofy and weird, but also like have serious parts, work best when they don't really expect you to take them seriously. It just sort of sneaks up on you. So like having a lot of serious trappings or like moments where like the music gets really like sweeping and dramatic kind of undercuts that.
Oh no, you're gonna turn into a zombie now, Chris.
This game definitely wants to have its cake and eat it too. It definitely wants to be taken seriously, but also be a comedy. But be a comedy with like a real story, yo.
Also, and I grant that this was true in the original too, but did he not look and sound kind of like Michael from GTA 5?
You do more here than you did in the first one. He was rounder in the first one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually does look a lot like Michael from GTA 5.
Holy crap.
Yeah, a lot. And sound a lot. Is it the same voice actor? I'd believe it. I don't know if it is.
I'll
I'm
look
gonna
it up.
I think these are the gate controls. Looks like another code lock.
All right, you meatheads. We've got an intruder tearing up the place, and the commander wouldn't be very impressed if we just let it happen. So shut up, suit up, and
It doesn't look like it.
understood?
No. In
No.
fact, he hasn't actually been up to too much lately.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is the only game that he's actually done.
He had like a walk-on in Boardwalk Empire, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. My bad. You better be at the car. What the? No! No! Vic! 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 Oh,
Womp womp.
shit.
Hey, Frank, look at it this way. She took herself out of the story.
This is what being an asshole gets you, Frank.
So we're gonna jump forward in time here a little bit, and
Please tell me,
my
like, the game
favorite-
just cuts... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
well, my favorite part of this intermission between the prologue and the actual game is where they find Frank West under a pseudonym. I love his pseudonym. Hey, it's the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. There's zombies in Frank West.
I really want the game to just, like, fade to black and then fade in with, like, Frank West panting wearing a Santa suit standing around, like, 50 dead zombies. And that's where the game starts.
That would be the way it should go.
See, that'd actually be really funny.
He's... And, like, the last thing he says before it goes fades to black would be like, shit, I'm gonna need to find cover somewhere. See, this is depressing.
I kind of dig this graphic novel animation style of cutscenes.
I dig it too, but it's like, it's too serious. Like, this is actually bumming me out.
Yeah. Oh, right. You got the Black Friday nonsense kind of stuff.
Oh no, consumerism is just like being mauled by monsters.
Then everyone was a zombie. At this point, somebody must be saying, like, why the fuck do we even have malls? Every time we open a mall, zombies show up.
Come on down to the West Village Galleria where, oh, never mind the zombies.
Did you see his name? I love it.
What was his name?
Oh.
Hank.
I love it.
You're right, that's fucking amazing.
The most undercover.
Possibly.
Leaning towards yes.
That depends.
On?
How well you work with others.
Oh, well, shit.
I like how this guy's name is just Brad. Big spooky government type. Hi, I'm Brad.
I see, this is pretty funny.
No, when it focuses on Frank being a goofball jerk, it's funny. It's legit funny.
Yeah.
I really thought that would work. All right, well, it seems I have some time on my hands. What do you want to talk about? I know who you are. Colonel Brad Park, commander of the ZDC. I'm up on my zombie news. Thank you very much.
Of course you are. Well, then you also know that the ZDC's mandate is to respond to zombies on U.S. soil.
Yes, and confine and silence anybody who knows the truth. Well, I'll up on it. Thank you.
It's happening again in Willamette.
What is?
An outbreak.
I didn't see
Wait,
it.
are they gonna hire him to go in?
Going on 6 weeks now.
Yes.
Really?
Because he's an
Oh,
expert
fucking
and a
what?
photojournalist.
Of course they are.
Not for them.
Well, in fairness, the reason that this guy's turning to Frank is, and this is a bullshit excuse, but the reason they're turning to him is like he thinks it's an inside job by the government, so he's turning to somebody who he knows has experience with zombies, and is not gonna work with the government because he's wanted by the government.
The only reason I found out is because somebody
Wait, what's
screwed
this
up.
about covering up outbreaks? People know about zombies in Dead Rising. The Dead Rising.
Right, but they're covering up this outbreak because of the research that was going on.
Yet to see anyone who's actually stationed.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
All communications in and out of the town.
I mean, it's stupid research. They're literally cloning people to do tests on them. It's not. I don't want to defend the game too much.
Turn them into
but-
zombies.
But
I don't really know how you cover like up an entire town
this
falling to
boy
zombies,
here in
but
West
whatever.
are teaching a goddamn night class instead of being 2 steps ahead of me on this.
I quit.
See, now it's getting serious, and it's like, I don't know, maybe you can do that, but like, yeah, like it's always a dicey proposition. That's what I'm saying.
What thanks have I got?
Like, it's not necessary for us to ask us to engage with this game seriously when it is pretty funny and it's mostly pretty goofy.
Yeah, it has some serious tone problems.
War 2006.
So my headcanon is that Flask actually just has like cactus cooler in it,
He got some medals, a few letters behind
and
the name.
and he's
Honorary,
just
of
drinking
course.
out of it to make it look like he's a horrible
3 weeks
alcoholic.
later, I tried to expose
Cactus
the
glue?
Pentagon and the entire US
Cactus Cooler, the nectar of the gods.
Is that like Ecto Cooler?
Because you didn't have sufficient evidence.
No, it's a soda. It's a regional southwestern soda, and it tastes like it's like orange and pineapple.
Frank,
I almost bought a 12-pack
Frank, there's a
of
lot
it.
more
I
to
saw
take in
one
just
at
town.
my grocery store the other day, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to buy a 12-pack of something that I might like.
No. I'm out.
You should. And then you should bring.
So do we
someone
wanna
to
skip
make
straight
it
to the
really
actual-
Drink soda
mall.
that has sugar in it anymore.
Worked for some big gains.
Okay.
Maybe you win back something.
I like that he's teaching
Unless
wedding
some-
photography. If you look at the blackboard, like there's little jokes like that I like.
Amateur. Rip this up from under you.
And like the Comic Sans on the board.
Okay, here's another joke that's weird.
This is one of your students, isn't it?
What's that?
Ooh. I think you.
Whoops.
No. Yeah, okay, that's also pretty funny.
So when the game does humor, it's pretty funny. It's just
Sometimes it's trying to do serious and it doesn't work nearly as well.
like it needs to integrate the two better. I think you can do serious and heavy, but
Sure you can.
Coming up on Willamette.
Yeah.
I think that's just
I mean,
a regular RPG, not even heat seeking,
Yeah.
and it just totally.
Those aren't supposed to be used on helicopters.
Capture
He's
kill
that
first.
good.
The power's in the man bun.
I mean, like, I guess you could, but they're not guided.
Lub 1060 Radio. WLUB. Or would it be KLUB? I don't know where Willamette is. Is that in Colorado? I guess it'd be K.
Well,
don't
they
know.
said it was Colorado, but I'm not sure that's actually a real place.
No, it's fictional. It's a made up fake.
Yeah, Colorado is not actually a real state.
Yeah. When I lived there for 7 years, I was in a magic La La Land.
I've never been there. John Denver's the linchpin of the conspiracy.
My parents were so sad when John Denver died. Thank God.
So we crashed into the mall.
Frank, what? Wakey, wakey. Why do you keep saying that? Oh, man. Somebody broke your helicopter. There's that keen I've heard so much about.
Alright, so now we're finally in the open world and we can start using fun random weapons.
Yay! Like a bass guitar.
And a handgun.
Grab a
and Bowie
gun,
knife.
Frank.
I'm coming! I'm coming!
I'm gonna stop by Sub Mega first. It sounds really good.
Oh man.
I want a barbecue chicken. Give me that chicken. Yeah, chicken.
It's just a barbecue chicken sitting out on the counter.
And And the best part is, it's every bit as fresh as it would have
What?
been if you bought it while this mall
Why did
was
I grab
still
this?
working. How is it that every Subway, no matter what sandwich you order, at what time of day, always serves you food that tastes like it is made out of napkins? And like,
Why are you
recycled
attacking
Oh shit! I
people
switched to the
with
gun.
glass cleaner, by the way?
I mean, it's a comedy game.
See, that's an emergent comedy moment.
Yeah.
Is that like the only purpose of glass cleaner? Just to, like spritz people?
There might be a formula or a crafting thing that uses it, but
Yeah, but
I'm
like
not
the
sure.
ability to like spray waves of it at zombies, that's clearly a joke. Like that's funny.
yeah. No, there's still a few of those. It's just the game's less. Well, I don't want to get into it too much while I'm in the middle of combat, but the game's less interesting in that than it used to be. Like, do you see the three things down there in the lower left? The three slots.
Yeah.
Historically, you just had one set of inventory items, so you could carry like 4 or 5 things at once. So you'd have to carry like health and weapons and melee weapons and distance weapons all in 4 slots. Now I have up to 4 things I can carry in melee, up to 4 guns I can carry that are not melee, and the one I don't have anything of is thrown weapons like grenades and traps and things like that.
Huh.
Okay, stop staring at the croissant, Frank. Okay, there we go.
Man, if the zombies destroyed the Alban pan, that's a crime.
What happened there?
I
That hotel looks good.
I hit B to grab the croissant, and the table was 2 in the way, so I can't grab it. So Frank just looks at it and tries to play the animation, and there we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Great.
Wait, was that coffee? I love coffee.
Oh god damn it, Rutskarn.
So do you eat food items or do you use them as weapons? Is
Do
that
we want to help
Vic?
her? No, Vic is a story character. This is just a rando. This is Ariana.
What is that
Yeah,
person?
save the
How long
rando.
have they just been standing up there?
Oh man, is this like a rainforest cafe area?
Kill her and use her corpse as a weapon.
Yeah, but then I don't get the bonuses.
Where are you?
Take him to scenic route.
Fine, just meet me at the hotel.
I have to meet Brad. I have to meet Teen
I do
Heartthrob Brad.
It's like, I actually like the idea that there's a straight man. Like, I mean, no pun intended, considering that
Well,
he apparently is into
He
muscular
doesn't.
pictures
He's
of
not
his
straight
skull.
though.
What I mean is, I like the idea of somebody who provides a serious, exasperated contrast to your character monkeying around and doing dumb stuff. It's just like, it doesn't need to be elaborate. It can just be like
Yeah.
a tone of exasperation. Because then somebody's getting hurt, so it's comedy.
Unbelievable. This place is crawling.
Weren't these people vaccinated?
Yes, they were, required by law.
Oh my god, the whole place is crawling?
Makes sense.
That's weird. I've never been in a mall that crawled around.
Damn it, Frank, move.
What's up with weapon degradation in this game?
It's something that the series has always had. Your weapons degrade pretty quickly.
Yeah, okay. I was just checking.
You can see the health of my
Like in
guitar is
the,
about half.
Yeah, I guess
Instantly
I can
turning
see
a bottle of
why.
alcohol into a Molotov.
Yeah. Mechanically, I could definitely see why they do that, but I have to say that I was pretty annoyed in Dead Rising 2 when my, like, Claymore broke in, like, 5 hits.
It made more sense in Dead Rising 1 and to some extent 2 when it was more about the random items you would find and less about
You're
crafting
not gonna go
stuff.
collect your reward.
I'm trying to. Oh, do I have to? Is she still down there? Did I leave her down there?
Apparently. Not anymore. It went away.
Well, I'll save her again some other day. That's the other thing that has changed. You will note that there is no time limit here. I can dick around. I can just go explore this mall if I want. There is no longer any time pressure whatsoever throughout, as far as I know, the whole game. In some ways that is cool because it means I get to explore, and in some ways it's bad because a lot of the game's more, I don't know, interesting tensions have been removed, and now it's basically an exploration slash stabbing zombies game. And the combat has never been the strongest point of this game, ever. Ever.
Hey!
So...
We're here before they see ya! Right, grab a gun!
Oh yeah.
It's like, here's an example. We need
continuing the Christmas
somebody,
theme.
We need somebody to respond to us because we need to have somebody to say what the fuck whenever we change clothes in the middle of the zombie apocalypse.
But what about this? Okay, this isn't a good example either.
What are you doing?
Okay, I guess it is. I keep pausing. Yeah, every time you pause, it's Christmas music.
Oh, okay.
This is not a great example. Usually it's like much more... What is a blambo? Can I make a blambo? Make a blambo. Yeah, blambo.
Well,
Fireworks and a
let's test it
crossbow.
You know, I've been playing Dishonored 2.
Can we get a room?
And they also have the thing where, like, alcohol is,
You know, technically speaking,
like,
you'd be our first
inherently explosive.
Are you guys from out of town or something?
So there's situations like whenever you drop alcohol, it explodes into a puddle of fire as if it were a Molotov cocktail, right? So there are situations where you like, you know, maybe there's a guard that's holding a bottle of rum,
Yeah, but the manager
and
locked
you
himself in there when
shoot
he got
him with a
bit,
sleep
been trying to
dart,
bust it down for
and he
like
falls
ever.
asleep. So you can get like non-lethal stuff, right? And he falls asleep and falls over and drops his bottle of rum, which immediately bursts into flames underneath his sleeping body, and he dies.
I just want to play a game where, like, your character is supposed to take people out non-lethally, but every time he tries, some horrible coincidence happens, and, like, the first people he knocks out, like, die terrible, terrible deaths. Far worse than if he just shot them. Like, he chokes them out, and then, like, they have an asthma attack and die, and he's like, God damn it.
Does this thing have infinite ammo?
No, it's down to 7.
Okay,
it's in the tiny ass font in the lower left corner. This game does not make a lot of concessions to usability or user interface.
It is pretty effect. I feel like it'd be a little more fun if instead of like firing from a cover, we were like out running in the middle of a room and like flinging them around. But like we don't lose the weapon after this, do we? So we'd still do that later.
Well, I mean, I'd have to craft another one. I lost it because I used all the ammo. I'd have to find another crossbow and another bunch of fireworks. So that's the other thing. We haven't gotten there yet, but when you get to a safe zone, you no longer have to memorize the mall like you used to have to do in the old games. Because once you unlock a safe zone, you can just buy ingredients. So the idea of having to like memorize which mall stores had which items waiting for you, that's a thing of the past.
Huh.
And again, it's like from a convenience, like quality of life perspective, that sounds cool. But the end result is that it kills the gameplay because now I just have to go spend all this scrap I'm earning, which I don't know where it is on the screen.
You were an asshole, Ted, but you didn't deserve this.
That man has no head.
I'm Connor, by the way.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm investigating the outbreak. You know anything about how it started?
I know these military assholes were guarding something super secret near the mall front entrance, but there was this journalist.
What journalist?
And she had a boy's name. Can't remember.
Vic. Where's Vic now?
She was holed up in the mall security center for a while. I'd still be there.
Santa!
You should head for the security.
Oh, I
Vic,
can't use this
no,
as a
I think her
weapon.
name was Burt Reynolds.
I'm going solo. Look, this outbreak is almost certainly some kind of test. It's probably run by these military jerk-offs. And now I need to find out why.
You know,
And I'm not going to be able to do that with some flat.
this might be an awful idea, but I think it'd be really cool to just
Look into relief efforts.
mocap cast Arnold Schwarzenegger in a game like this.
All right, I'm out of here. There's a militia forming out in West
And have
Ridge.
it be
Gonna
comedy.
Join up and kill a few more of these pricks. Later, bros.
Good luck to you, West.
Please tell me this thing just fires like plastic cannonballs that don't do any damage.
What I need is a big wet juicy scooter.
Okay, see, it still got it.
Yeah, there's bits here that work. There's bits here that really work. And screwing with zombies is a fun hobby. Did I break the plunger already, or did... Oh my god, I broke the plunger in one hit. I want the summer dress. We're doing this. We're not doing this. Frank's got too much chest hair. We're putting it back. See, I like... The game's got a good sense of humor about itself. It does. It's just... It plays like crap. And I'm really torn. Because remember, Dead Rising 3 did not have a good tone. Dead Rising 3 was not very good.
No, Dead Rising 3 just looked awful. It just looked like a skid mark.
Like, this game has a really good sense of humor about it. Let's go do this. Here, look at this. It's fun.
This is a go-kart track.
I don't associate the Dead Rising series with humor particularly either.
It
Like, I played Dead Rising 2 and it wasn't that funny. So I'm pleasantly surprised.
Dead Rising 2 was pretty serious too, yeah.
Dead Rising 2 was serious, but it had funny it had over-the-top moments, I guess. It was...
Okay, you know what the one part of Dead
Evil
Rising 2
1,
that
and
was
this is
good
more
was...
Army of Darkness.
I actually really loved the puns your character makes, like, after defeating every boss. Like, that was a great running thing. My favorite is where a guy is the one where there's, like, a villain who's, like, hanging off a ledge, and he yells at you, "I'm twice the man you are." And then he falls off the ledge onto a buzzsaw, which cuts him in half. And I'm like, okay, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? And then your character just says, "I saw what you did there."
Let's try it.
Take the shopping cart.
No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to merge them into the kilowatt.
That looks nothing like either of them.
But that's part of the humor. Plus, it shoots little beams.
Actually, I think it would be funnier if it did look like both of them and it still had this weird effect.
I like the idea that Brad's like wandering around fighting a bunch of zombies, like really tired out, like about to die, and then you just like roll in on this ridiculous hovercraft, like sci-fi nonsense.
And he's just like, he's shooting all these zombies and he's like, hey Frank, I'm running a little low on ammo. How are you doing? You're like, not so good. Quarter tank of gas and the battery's 3/4 drained.
Alright, where am
On
I
the plus
supposed to
side,
go? I
my
have to go catch
plunger
up
is
with Vic.
still in adequate condition and I have 20 plastic cannonballs.
This would be so much better if it played some like awful elevator music whenever you were in motion.
Actually, when you get into the normal people cars, like the cars outside, it plays Christmas music, which is nice and discordant with the chaos in front of you.
All right.
Yeah, that's solid.
Hold up at the security center.
It's a pretty bold choice to have the game set during the Christmas season, honestly.
What's your problem?
No, the actual comedy stuff works. It's everything else in the game design that doesn't work. Alright, who are you? I have to...
You sick asshole!
I'm gonna beat you up with my... He's yelling at these guys.
Oh.
That I killed with my little electric car.
Yeah, these guys are like fighting zombies with ski masks and shotguns and whatever, and then you drive by in this ridiculous, like Tesla coil hovercraft, and they go, let's fucking shoot that guy.
They're like, was that an option?
See, I don't know why, but I found that really funny.
There needs to be a lot more of like people going, what the fuck, as you drive by or walk by with your nonsense weapons.
And they're like, how are you still alive? And they're like, you're looking at it. Get on my level. Have they done a Vegas Dead Rising yet?
That's what Dead Rising 2 was.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. I was half sure that it was Vegas, but I wasn't certain.
It was a fictional non-Vegas, sort of like Willamette's a fictional place, but
It didn't
it's
feel very
effectively Vegas.
Vegas-y, honestly.
It had casinos. You could do gambling mini games.
Yeah, I don't know. Did I maybe just not get far enough? Like, I played a certain amount, and then I watched a Let's Play of the other one. You know, this was actually, like that. This was when it came out, basically.
There were
So
multiple
PP is still in the
casinos
game.
and... PP. Yes, that is still in the game.
What else would be a good Dead Rising location? Disneyland?
Disneyland would be good.
I mean, at this point, I mean, I'm going to talk about this at some point, but malls have kind of lost their anchorness as the sort of center of American consumerism as it is.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how much
what, is it
longer
gonna be
you
an
can keep...
Amazon fulfillment warehouse?
The next Dead Rising game is set in the virtual mall that Seamus built in the late 90s.
Oh, I would
that he's
play
been
that
talking
game.
about in his series.
I actually sort of wish that mall still existed, just so you could walk around it and like see what they were going for. Like that would be fascinating.
I've asked, and Seamus does not remember the name. I was really hoping I could look it up and see what the hell, happened after Seamus was extricated from the project.
Oh no, it's a fast Zambo.
Oh no, Rutskarn
With a
figured
really
out literally
ugly
the plot
glowing
twist.
eyes effect.
Fresh zombies.
Notification used to take days. What the hell was that?
The fresh zombie of Bel Air.
That's fresh with a... Well, I guess it's not fresh with a PH, but it should be.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling the Christmas spirit particularly, to be honest, but this was probably our best pick for our holiday game.
Well, there was...
I suggested we go
well,
die in a Canadian wilderness for the second year in a row.
This is a Christmas song. We're gonna jazz it up. While looking at photos. I got a rank F on this photo. It hasn't loaded yet. But that's okay. Hey, look, I took a selfie. Do 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 do. See? It's fun. We're having Christmas fun. Shut up.
Did Dead
Look,
Rising
I
always have
tried.
skill points?
No, that got introduced with, I want to say Dead Rising 3. You do now have skill points. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You now that you've unlocked, this is a safe zone. Now that you've unlocked it, I can come up to the clothes vendor and buy a silly outfit. Do you want to buy a Street Fighter tee or a Bionic Commando tee, or we can upgrade this place and eventually get a Mega Man helmet? Like,
these are really lame, crazy outfits, I gotta say.
Well, each safe zone you get has different items. So this clothes vendor has Capcom-y stuff. Other clothes vendors have like workers items, so you can dress like a fireman or a police officer. One place has like caveman stuff. Somewhere in the mall, and I found this in my main game, is a Vega costume, complete with a Vega claw, and I kind of love that. What do you got for me? Hey, stop.
Don't want to go out. You're gonna need
Oh,
supplies.
she's the map vendor.
Come back alive now.
Where's the vehicle vendor?
Don't want to go with their empty hands.
Oh, yes, yes, we're buying this.
What are you paying for these? Just dollars?
Scrap.
All right.
No, it's scrap.
Scrap, huh?
Scrap drops randomly from zombies. I need to open the door first.
No, just ram it. Ram it. Yeah.
How do I get out of here? The door isn't open.
Get your
Oh, I
motor
have to talk to
running.
somebody.
Head out on the sidewalk.
On the wall. Must be the place. Front entrance.
Wow. He sure knows Vic's handwriting well.
For one of his students, I guess she turns her stuff in handwritten. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure
That
every
seems a little
teacher
weird.
can tell students' handwriting apart from sight. In the unfamiliar medium of the whiteboard. I don't know, I mean, I'm willing to let it slide. It just seemed like a weird justification for knowing that Vic was
Been
here.
here for weeks.
Oh, Vic was here, but now she's not. That's Vic's handwriting. See, that's a little silly. I mean, not silly that, like, they had her write that, but silly that, like, we had to see her handwriting. What, I think, did she... Am I reading this right? That she just wrote, I was here?
No, the screenwriter wrote that. It's part of the set notes. Set description. Vic was here. Now she isn't.
It's a good thing she wrote her password down.
It looks like Vic's been using it to upload
There was a Vic here. She's gone now.
All right. So the outbreak started at the mall's front entrance, and Connor said this PMC was guarding the entrance. Well, I think I need to go take a little look myself.
I can't wait
Can I
until
not-
Frank fights the PMC.
If only you could open the door.
I'm apparently not at a point yet in the story. How do I get out of here?
Can't you just take it out there?
Glad I'm not out there.
Heard you talking to yourself. If you're heading to the front entrance,
Gotta find a
you should
map,
take the garage
Chris.
towards Medieval Village. Every other way's been sealed off.
Yep.
I don't want to go to Medieval Village. That's like Mumble's favorite place.
Yep, you definitely fight a PMC. Man, do you remember what it was like back in the dark days of video games where you sometimes did not fight a private military contractor?
Huh. Okay.
It beeps when I go backwards. What do I need from you? I don't need a map. Fine.
What can I do for you? Sure.
Go away.
All yours. There goes the finest man I ever met.
It was one scrap.
one
I'm presuming that is a
S-puck.
bargain. I don't know what the fucked up economy of this post-apocalyptic mall is, but...
You're gonna blow
No.
this thing up before you
No.
get out.
No, god damn it, no. No, it's a loading door. I spent 3,000 scrap on a thing I can't use, and now I feel bad.
Oh, you got caught, bro.
This looks very not good.
Frank West really was born yesterday.
What? No! What the? God damn it! This is some bullshit.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Zombies nipping at your nose. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Dead Rising's combat kinda blows.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
One and all.